You know, Alex, did a review yesterday. Well, not a review, but a video, I should say. Talking about how a lot of fans were reacting very negatively, with a few positives here and there, about the announcement that we were getting McIntyre and Lashley again at Hell in the Cell, potentially inside the cell itself. And I'll put it this way. I can understand how a lot of people feel about this. I mean, Alex pointed it out himself. People feel it's just the same old song over and over again. I mean, Alex, gave a lot of credit. Oh, not credit, but gave a lot of examples of exactly what he was heeding to when he said, fans are getting sick and tired of the same old song. It'd be like, if you ate pizza 24/7 every day, you'd get sick of it eventually. Or if you ate pasta 24/7 every day, you'd get sick of it. Or, for example, visually right now, me, if I kept drinking this version of Pepsi with the mango splash in it every day, I get sick of it. Or heck, being an MLP fan, and that's crazy. I know that's kind of weird to hear and say. If I kept watching these characters on television 24/7, all the time, every day, with nothing else on, repeatedly, I'd get sick of it. The thing is, a lot of people want things that are different. They want things differently. They want to change, if you will. And like I said, I'm giving credit to just Alex here. He brought up a good amount of points here. I mean, it's the fact that it's not the match that they're really against, because they know McIntyre and Lashley could have good matches. It's that they want different opponents for McIntyre. Not McIntyre, but for Lashley. They want different opponents for Lashley. They want him to face someone like a Kofi Kingston. They want him to face someone like a Randy Orton. They want him to face something like a Matt Riddle. They want fresh opponents, even if he's faced them before, but not so much on a big scale. They want something that's fresh and different. And maybe the reason fans want that, and this is where my opinion comes in here. Again, all credit to Alex for doing the video talking about this. But here's where my opinion comes in. I think the reason fans want a change, the reason they want things differently, if you will, is because of the fact that they see what AEW is doing. They see what the likes of AEW and Impact Wrestling and New Japan are doing. They are basically giving their champions, their world champions, different opponents to face. That's what they're doing. AEW has been doing it for quite some time. Yes, they will get repetitive here and there, but most of the time, every opponent that a world champion has gone up against, currently right now that champion being Kenny Omega, has been different. And sometimes the match has been different, along with the opponents. And I think it's because of the fact that fans of wrestling in general, of all wrestling, that being the casual and the hardcore fans, have gotten so accustomed to that now that they want WWE to do the same thing. They want WWE to give them someone different for Lashley, the WWE champion, to face. Or even if McIntyre regains it, from someone different from McIntyre to face. That's what they want. That's what they want. They don't want them, to keep repeating themselves over and over again. I mean, they look and see what's going on SmackDown. Roman Reigns is facing different opponents, if you will, unlike, being repetitive. And they see that, and that being within the same household of WWE that Raw's in, they're wondering why Raw can't do the same thing with their main event scene. Get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? They want variety. They want variety. And that's why a lot of fans, from what Alex has pointed out in his video, have become very negative towards this third rematch. Because they feel it's just going to be the same old song and dance. It'll be a great match, but it's the same old song and dance over and over again. The only additional element or different element to it will be the potential of it being a Hell in a Cell match. And that's it. Now, when I was watching what Alyx was saying and listening to it, you know, he got to the point where I almost knew he was going to get, you know, trolled a little bit. He was going to get some negative comments, and I'm pretty sure he looks at his comment section and he probably sees them. And I'm pretty sure of it. And I'm pretty sure if he feels like it, he will remove them. But these comments, I'm pretty sure that have already arrived on his YouTube comments for his video, or his Twitch, or his Twitter page, or whatever. I'm sure a lot of them are looking at what he's saying towards the end of the video when he says, you know, after this, you know, they need to have Lashley move on. McIntyre's not winning. You can forget about that and everything. I'm sure they heard that and they're like, really? Really, Alyx? Why are you so determined for Bobby to win? Why are you so determined for Bobby to win? What if he doesn't? What are you going to do then? And there's a reason Alyx wants Bobby to win. It's a personal reason, and I think you know what that personal reason is. It's the same personal reason for Latinos or for full-blooded Latinos or half-blooded Latinos like myself, when someone like Rey Mysterio or Eddie Guerrero, the late great Eddie Guerrero, were given the opportunity to be world champions themselves. You don't get to see somebody out of the regular, white man, excuse my language there, no offense, white man race becoming champion. You don't see any other race getting that opportunity. And when another race does, you know, of course, the fellow men and women of that same race want him to remain champion for a long time. They don't want him to lose it. Especially to, you know, especially to the race that's dominated, you know, that sport the most, or that area the most. They want him to stay on top as long as they can. So for someone like Alyx, it's a personal reasoning. It's a personal reasoning why he wants Lashley to keep the title. Same way, like I said, when full-blooded Latinos and half Latinos wanted Mysterio or Guerrero to hold the world titles for a long time when they had them. That's the reason. That's why Alyx is, you know, that's why Alyx, and I say this with all due respect, no offense, that is why Alyx wants someone like Lashley to have a long title reign. That's why Alyx advocated, aided, and basically pointed out why at WrestleMania Night 1, Bianca and Sasha, you know, should main event because of the historicalness, and they did, and I backed it up. I backed up that reason as well. It's all about a personal reason, and that's it. So, overall, when I look at Lashley and McIntyre, yeah, I agree. It is the same song and dance over again. Only difference, it might be inside the cell. But when, you know, someone like Alyx comes out and, you know, says what he does about Lashley winning and moving on, it's not because he's not going to accept the fact that McIntyre could win. It's a personal choice. That's what it is. It's a personal choice in reasoning. But let me know what your thoughts are. Comment down below. I'd love to hear from each and every one of you. And I'm out.